Hello and welcome back to The Pin Man. Today we have a beauty for a guest, and that is the Waterman Carene. The Waterman Carene is a beautiful fountain pen. It has a classic but unique style, and we'll get into what the Carene means in a little bit during the tour. But a few years ago, this is one of those pens that I saw a review on, and I thought, you know, that is really nice, and especially in the marine amber color. It just I like those more darker, earthier type colors, and so this kind of a reddish brown, I guess you would call it. I really enjoy writing with this pen. It has a nice inlaid nib, and there's something about inlaid nibs that just catches my fancy, if you will. It's just classy. So we will transition then to some pictures of some colors. Now, mind you, the colors that I'm going to be showing you really are a sample, because there are a variety of colors from you know, like a polished stainless steel to combinations of stainless steel and black and other colors and so forth. So I encourage you to check out this pen. It's one of those understated pens that a lot of people aren't talking about, but I just love this pen. Okay, so we'll transition to some of the colors as well as the tour of the pen, writing sample, etc., etc. All right, don't forget to, and we'll see you on the other side. One of the kind of annoying things to me is the way the body finial doesn't exactly line up with the hooded nib. Now, it doesn't look too bad. Okay, this is sideways. It doesn't look too bad there, but if you rotate it around, or on this side, maybe it shows up a little more. See where the body finial is sideways? See how the nib is there? And then if you turn it over, if you have the nib straight up, see how the finial kind of twists like that? I didn't notice that when I first got it, but anyway, you know, it's really not a big deal, but it's one of those little details that kind of bugs me. Okay, you open it up. You have the proprietary Waterman converter there, and obviously it would take a proprietary Waterman cartridge, and across the band there it says Waterman and made in France, small lettering. Now I did have a problem with the converter, that it didn't take long, and the tip of the converter ended up with a little crack, and I had some leakage. But I contacted Waterman, and they sent me another converter, and I haven't had any issues since. So could have been just a fluke. I hope so, because when your pen uses international standard converters and converters, you know, it's easy to find some really inexpensive ones. But when you're having to buy proprietary cartridges and converters, it just, I don't know. To me, converters especially, I keep saying cartridges too, but to me, I don't know, that just adds unnecessary expense. But be that as it may, it shouldn't wear out. I think I got a fluke when I got a bad cartridge. Now, another note about this pen, and I'm glad I read the review on it, this is a fine nib. I read one review, the guy said, if you like a fine nib, you better get an extra fine. If you like medium, get a fine, because these are wet nibs. So just so you're aware, so I like a medium, so I got a fine in with the Carene, and it works out great. I'm glad I listened to the reviewer. Okay, so there is your tour of the Waterman Carene in marine amber. And now for a size comparison of the Waterman Carene marine amber. And then you have the Trisbee Eco, you have the Pilot Custom 823, and then the Pilot Metropolitan. Here they are, unposted and posted. And now for a writing sample of the Waterman Carene marine amber. It's a fine nib, but it writes like, if you like medium nibs, you'd be good with this nib. And I'm using diamine autumn oak. Wetness, yeah, nice flow. Again, I'm writing on rhodia paper. Kind of has a, ink kind of has a, it's very, autumn oak is a good name for it, because as you can see, it's kind of that orange, but if you kind of smear it, it's got that yellow too, like the yellowing leaves. But then, no hard starts, no skipping, line variation. Nah. Now this is a 18 karat nib, but you know, it's not one that you want to do a lot of bending or anything like that with. It's not a flex nib. Hey. Writing increases brain power. Reverse writing. Very scratchy, but it will give you a line there in case you need some little notes on the side. All right, what do I think about this Waterman Carene? I like it. One of these days, I hope to get maybe one or two more of these pens. Very nice, classy, understated. Don't hear too many people talking about the Waterman pens, but the Carene is definitely a nice one to get, and I would encourage you to check one out sometime. Save up, because they're really not that expensive. I think I paid $130 for this pen. So, you know, for nice pens, that's not that expensive, right? Especially you're getting an 18 karat gold nib. So with that kind of nib and the quality of Waterman, the name quality goes in before the name goes on. That was somebody else said that, but I would put that, use that for Waterman products as well. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hey, I want to thank you for taking time in your busy day to tune into the Pen Man and to check out this review. And I encourage you to leave comments below that might not only help me to do a better job in reviewing pens and pen related projects, but especially to help other viewers to know more about these products, because maybe you have bought the pen based on my review or some others' reviews, and you have your own 2 cents to throw in there. Hey, we're all just trying to help each other out. So, thanks again, and again, be sure to and check out a couple of these other videos that might be of interest to you. I hope so. All right, thank you and have a great day.